Welcome back. Maybe I'll do one more word this week. I already did. Well, let's review what we learned this week. What was the first word? The first word was eunoia, and it means, oh God. Well, the second one was appetency. That meant, I'm gonna fail my SATs. Appetency was a natural connection or inclination to do something, like a natural feeling to do. You want to do something, right? An eager desire, instinctive inclination, an attraction. Okay, I think I got that one. The other one was eunoia. Sorry, am I being? This is a bad idea. I shouldn't have looked at it. A beautiful way of thinking. Right, eunoia was like if you had a speech and you kind of inspire this eunoia of someone to want to, it's like a call to action, kind of. They feel this eunoia. They want to do something positive, and they feel a positive connection to the speaker. Okay. And the last word today will be Gramercy. An expression of wonder, surprise. Gramercy for the interest you show in me, madame. It sounds like an old-timey thing. Gramercy for your warning, Mr. Mayor, said he, but let me tell you that your neck is not safer than mine own. An expression of surprise. Oh, a shambler. Gramercy for your shambler. Is that how you say it? A pittance of Gramercy for a shilling, my lord. What should I do with this guy? I'll just explode him right now. Wonder if there's any more guys around. Whoops, I guess. Wait a second. Ouch. Pistol? That was good. So this is where we get the code to the... I'll definitely remember Gramercy, because whenever I run into something surprising, I'll just be Gramercy. Oh, here's the note. 308265. It's just like an exclamation that you say. Gramercy. It's weird. It's not like something you would say in a sentence. Yeah, it's a noun. It's not like. Okay, how do I get to the saving?
How do I get to those stairs?
I know how to get there. Come on. We have to go back to the safe. So this thing is Gramercy. This situation is a Gramercy situation. It's weird. It's just an expression you say. Yeah, an expression of surprise. Gramercy. I'm surprised you did that thing. What was it? 30, 82, 62? No, that's not it. 30, 82, 65. You get some good stuff in here. Okay, what was the note today? 30, 80, 82, 65. I remember when I was in school and it was a really big deal to get lockers. Was 5th grade, you got lockers. Instead of, I guess, before that, you would just put your books in your desk. I remember being nervous about the practicing like opening the combination, because you bought your own lock and you put it on the locker. I was scared about like what if it like don't do it right, and I was practicing it a lot. That's a fun little memory. Remember when lockers were a thing? Every day you would go to your locker and get your lunch and have all your books in there. I never really decorated my locker. I never really decorate anything. I look at my room. There's nothing in here. I have one poster. Let's do this. And let's do this. I do remember one time I had up like a poster of Tom Glavine for some reason. And I put that up when I was in middle school, maybe. That's the only thing I can ever remember. I remember looking at other people's lockers and they had all this stuff. That was weird. School is weird. Well, no more school anymore. I would have reacted pretty positively to this situation when I was in school. Wait, so I just get to stay home all the time and what, I do homework? Homework was my favorite part of school because you're by yourself and you just like, I liked math a lot because it was just, it reminded me kind of like Sudoku, where I liked algebra. Because once you figured out the rules, it was easy. It's just like a fun puzzle. I don't know. I don't know why people don't really like algebra. That's fun. Anything more than that, I can understand being like, oh, I don't really want to learn this stuff, but don't you feel so smart once you figure out the rules? You spend a couple minutes and you're like, x plus 5 equals 10. What does x equal? I don't know. And then you figure out the rules and you think, oh, it's 5. That's cool. Then they give you a bunch of problems like that and you figure them all out. And it's fun. But, like, the reading class was read this book and then tell me how you feel about the themes. I don't know. What's the right answer? I don't know. I never know what I'm supposed to say. What are the... I don't know. I guess I would like it a little bit more now because I do like stories and I know a little bit more about what makes a story interesting than I did back then, which is not much. But what are the themes of this? And reading comprehension, I think that was the worst. That's a big part of the SATs, and I think that's why I didn't do super great on the SATs, because that's stupid. Reading comprehension. Read this story and tell me, what did this character say about this thing? I don't know. Well, that's just me being kind of slow reader and stuff. I don't know. I didn't do great on the math section either, so let's not get carried away.
Just in case.
Ellie, where's your arrow? Where's your bow and arrow? Okay, what was the note? Gramercy. This is a weird note. I don't really know if I want to talk about it today.
Whoa. What was that?
What was that? Do I know what that was? If I remember back. Maybe not.
Shit. Hope you did that, Tommy.
So, I don't know, I talk a lot here, and I talk about stuff that maybe you might consider as unflattering. Like, oh, I don't have friends and I don't do stuff. But when I think about talking about that stuff, I think that does make me a little bit kind of likable. If you are like me, it's relatable and it's likable. I don't really talk about things that don't make me likable. Where are you going? Oops, let's restart. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain this, but when it, there's a,
Shit. Hope you did
I
that,
feel like I
Tommy.
have, there are people who just brag about themselves. They say, oh, I'm amazing at this thing. Those people aren't likable, and I know not to do that because I want to be likable. I don't say, oh, I'm amazing at this. I mean, I don't really believe I'm good at anything, so it's easy for me not to do that, but I still see some people on Twitter, YouTube. Sorry. They'll just brag about themselves in like such a weird way, and you think, why are you doing that? Don't you know how unlikable that is? you can't see me. Can I grab him while I'm prone? Oh. Stay back. Okay. Are you coming out? That's fun. When someone's running from far away and you have a chance to just... I've got you. Oops. So I don't do that. I don't brag about myself. I don't think I ever have. But there's this other thing that you can do that's not bragging, but it's being self-deprecating in a likable way. So you talk about stuff about you that's kind of bad. So for example, I'll talk about how, like when I went to the post office and I was nervous about that and I didn't want to go. That's kind of embarrassing, and it's kind of embarrassing to say. I guess that thing specifically, it's like it doesn't make me a bad person doing that. It's embarrassing, but it doesn't make me a bad person. There are things that I could say that would make me sound like a bad person. Maybe I've said them before. I guess most of it would come from just avoiding stuff. So like, well, my dad invited me to this meeting at church today, and I didn't go, obviously. This men's meeting, I don't really know exactly what it was, but he's like, well, you know, you could come if you want, and he's being really nice about it, and I was just like, nah, I don't want to go. Even that still is a little bit... I imagine you watching and saying, well, I understand why you don't want to go, because, you know, it's hard to do stuff like that. And so, that's still not really a bad thing. So can we think of something else? I can think of one thing right now that I could say that's bad. I'll just say it's related to I mentioned before how I'm kind of judgmental. It's kind of related to that, but I could say, I don't really want to say it, but maybe later I'll say it. I don't know. What are we doing? Maybe I'll say it some other time. Okay, this is an interesting perspective. Like, those are likably bad things. I need to accept that I can be actually bad and actually wrong and not just have it be lip service. I think when I do lip service, it does shelter me from actually confronting the bad things. I guess it was maybe the reason I thought of this was because I was watching that girl who left the Westboro Baptist Church, and she was saying she changed her. I mean, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking. Maybe I would never be able to do that if I grew up in the Westboro Baptist Church. I would never be able to challenge that ingrained like brainwashing. I would just say, "Oh, it's too hard." And what if my parents? I'm sure my parents are right, and I'm sure they're telling me the right thing. So I'll just keep going to these pickets and stuff. And oh, she was talking about her husband and how she learned to change her mind from him. He would say something, and then a couple months later he would say, "Oh yeah, I guess I've learned a little bit since then, and I totally disagree with what I said before because of this reason. I was wrong before, and I was doing the wrong thing before. To accept that you were doing the wrong thing, and to I don't know. I'm not explaining this the right way. I thought it was interesting when I was thinking about it. I forgot to write down the timestamp, so who knows how long I've been doing this. When I talk about those likably bad things, in the back of my head, I do think they are likably bad, so I don't actually want to change when I say them. When I go to the post office and I'm nervous, I do think, oh, that's kind of likable that you do. Oh, gosh, that actually scared me. Oh, I like this guy. Oh. I remember that fight being a little bit longer. So this is this little sad story about this guy. This is the guy who we saw the picture with the bow and arrow. I remember there were some notes about him too, but I didn't really read them. You can read them. That'll do. When I talk about likably bad things, I won't change. I won't, because they are likable. I do like that one. I do kind of like it's relatable and it's kind of funny in an embarrassing way. When I go to the post office, I get nervous. And so because it's likable, like I know in the back of my head it's likable, then I won't change. Because I want to be likable. So why would I do something different than something that's likable? Right? And then I was thinking, well, maybe I should talk about stuff that's actually bad about me, and then I would be able to change. I thought maybe that's what's causing my depression a little bit, is just not confronting the actually bad things. But now that I say it out loud, I think those likably bad things are actually bad too. Wouldn't it be better if I didn't feel nervous going to the post office? Sure, it's relatable, but I remember doing this and I didn't want to waste my ammo, but I think you have to.
Alright.
Does that make sense? Oh, I forgot to say Gramercy when that guy surprised me.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
No, but the fucking guy is nearby.
Shit.
We're looking for two.
Fuck's all that smoke?
He blew up one of our trucks.
Okay, I think that was 20 minutes. Did I explain that right? Yo, I don't know. I'm so dumb, isn't it? how dumb I am. Oh, I can't even talk. Oh, weeby. That's the stuff I always say. And I say it because I think it makes me likable. Oh, I can't even talk. I'm so sad all the time. And weeby. Right? But I never say any actually bad stuff. I was mean to somebody. I was rude. I mean, that's not, I don't know. It's hard because I'm always seeing things from my perspective. I'm like, well, I was just scared to talk to them and it was hard and I don't know what the... Can I think of anything actually bad that I do? I mean, I don't volunteer. I could. I have free time. I don't volunteer my time to help people. I don't speak out about bad things that are happening. I don't put myself out there like to face any kind of criticism, because if I'm saying, "Oh, this stuff is bad," that people might not like me. That's bad. I should volunteer. I thought about it before. On Sunday after church, I could just, like, I don't know, somebody helping these coronavirus people, like, make sandwiches or something. You're not doing that, and that's bad. It's not likable that you just sit at home and watch TV instead of helping people. It's bad. You're being bad, so change. I don't know. But it's a little bit different than what the Westboro girl was saying, because I know that that's bad. So maybe there are, I don't know. Well, let's just focus on the things that I know are bad that I'm doing or that I'm not doing. And then later maybe we can get to the things that I'm doing that I think are actually good that might be actually bad. Like, how could doing this channel be bad? I think it's good. Maybe it's bad. I can think of a couple ways it's bad. It's very egotistical and narcissistic. Okay, have I rambled long enough? Who knows how long this episode was, but see you tomorrow. Have a good day.